All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the final night for Fatefully Funny. We are so excited that you are here to join us tonight. And let me tell you, you are in for a treat. If you haven't been here for the last few weeks and Miss Yolanda Childs, you have missed it. So we're going to give you an opportunity to join in. So if you're here, go ahead and say hello in the chat, in the comments. Tell us where you're coming from and join us. We are excited about tonight. I know I'm a new face. My name is Tonya Fuel, aka Mama T, because you know I always bring my tea with me. So
Okay,
I am
okay,
here with the tea to spill the tea about being
okay.
really funny. Come on now. I'm very excited to be here. I am new, but I am excited to be here tonight. As I said, my name is Tanya Fuel. I come from currently, because I'm a bit of a nomad, I live in Florida. And so I am here from Florida and excited to jump in. Yolanda, take it away.
Yes. Oh, so of course, you guys, good evening. I am, of course, Yolanda Childs from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Ephesus Seven-Day Adventist Church. And like Tanya said, we're back tonight for the final laugh. And I'll be very honest, like when I think back over the this entire month, it when I think about the Bible studies that we've had that I've shared, they truly have been funny. Now that I think about those things, and it's because oftentimes when we are reading scripture, we are so serious, right? So we kind of like don't really look at like, okay, does God really have a sense of humor? And so in preparing for this, I was like, you know what? There is that God really does have a sense of humor. So tonight, this is what we're gonna do. Tanya said we're gonna spill the tea, the funny tea, and that and that is exactly what we are going to do. So pull up a chair, relax with us for a few moments, about 30 minutes or so. And so we are really going to just dive in on the wonderful series and the sense of humor that God really has, and talk about those missed unexpected twists that we find in scripture, the moments that make us smile. And to be honest with you, I believe that that's just fine. Because the same God who created the sunset, the puppies, the laughter, and the children has inspired us, to have to stop and say, did that just really happen? And so when I was sharing with Tanya, I was like, when I think about like the first week of Bible study, we talked about Moses. And I was like, sharing with you all about how I was Moses because, I thought that text that came through was a mistake. I was like, they didn't, they, I need for you to find somebody else because I don't think you meant to reach out to me. And now when I look back at Moses, I'm like, okay, your excuses didn't work because you were still sent anyway. And then you guys know that second week, we talked about when the plan just doesn't make sense, and it didn't to me, but we talked about it anyway. When Joshua was, when Joshua was giving God was giving Joshua his battle plan, and like telling him like, okay, I'm gonna need for you to march around. And Joshua was, and like I told you guys that week, I was like, you don't think Joshua was like, I can't win no battle by marching. Like I need some stuff.
Listen, the only thing I think that would be funny for is the people watching, because if
Right.
I'm just walking around and trying to figure it out, I am sure you are laughing. Just like on Moses, they're probably joking 24/7 on the outsider's perspective.
Absolutely. Because, like, I promise you, if I'm up for battle and you tell me to go marching,
Come
yeah,
on.
I'm marching home if I don't have the right plan.
No
If I don't have
gun,
the
no
right plan.
sword, no weapons. Just go step for us. Go give us a little walk. How many of
Absolutely.
you all go ahead and put in in the comments? How many of you all have had either a Moses moment or a Jacob moment? Come on and put it in the chat. Tell us about your moments, because we're continuing on with the review, but we want you to be included. So go ahead and drop those in.
Right. And then you guys remember when I was talking about Jonah and how Jonah was instructed to go to Nineveh. And so he was so busy. He went down and thinking that he was going to escape and bought a ticket, thinking that, hey, I'm good now. I don't have to go to Nineveh. I'm on this boat and everything is fine. And then those men said, we was doing just fine. And then all of a sudden you done got on this boat and that thing's going a little rocky. So we're going to go ahead and just try to get you back or either throw you over. And then what comes up? We have a whale. And now Jonah is in the belly of the whale. And then he's really trying to figure out, okay, I got to make up my mind that I had no business running. And we all know that every time we run from God, the opposite happens. It's almost like that picture when it says when you lean to your own understanding and you have that person going up the steps and they're falling. Yeah, that part. That was good.
Talk about detours. Like, I'm going to take a shortcut and I'm going to go this way and then end up in the belly of a well. Like, what?
Right.
You could have made it so much easier just going straight to where God sent you. But sometimes the funniness is on us, where it's not funny, haha, but it's funny like, wow, I really didn't have to go through all of this. Deborah put in the comments, she said, I thought I was too old to be used. And I am reminded that Moses at 80, I still don't have an excuse. I love that.
That's right. You're never too old. You're never too old. Excuses don't work, especially with church folk. Excuses don't work because they can come up to you and you'll be like, listen, they said, well, can you do so-and-so next week? Can you sing in a choir? I can sing in a pew. I'm a pew singer. And then they'll be like, well, can you lead the solo?
Solo, you can't hear me.
That's
I tell you what, we're in a different generation, though. We are no longer in the generation where you can be voluntold. This new generation, you will play yourself if you're like, oh, we're going to have such and such come up here and do this. If it is not in their capacity, they will sit right there and you'll be doing it all.
Absolutely. They'll look at you like, oh, yeah, no, she's talking to you. She's talking to you. And I tell a person in my heartbeat, yeah, like I'm a pew person. I'm a pew singer. I'm a pew usher. I got you though. I mean, you really have my support. And I am pretty sure that it is someone that is watching tonight who is that person when they feel like a person comes up to them in church and they say, you know what, we thought you would be a good person to be the leader over so-and-so. And you look at them and they got 4 heads.
Listen, I heard a sermon once when I was little, and this pastor was talking about know your limitations.
Absolutely.
And when I tell you that has been my driving force all the way from when I was young to now, and singing is one of those limitations. Like, no, like I know what I'm good at, and that is not it. Let me sit down over here in the corner and sing to myself.
Absolutely. And then the crazy part about it is like, you know for a fact, like, you just tore that song all the way up. And it's always that sweet person. They'll come up to you and say, you know what? Sometimes they don't even say, oh, you did so well. They'll be like, you blessed us beautifully.
Right. Then you think about God. Joyful noise. And it's like, but was it joyful?
That part, or was it just straight up noise?
It's noise. Like
straight up. Like straight up noise. And then the thing I say is, you know what? Pray my strength because I'm doing the best that I can. Yeah. Absolutely. That's all I'm doing. And then last week, I talked about our good old Zacchaeus and how he was trying to find Jesus because, Jesus, of course, was coming through Jericho on his way to Jerusalem. And, he was running, because he was so small, trying to see. And then I even asked the audience, I was like, how many of you know of a person of a Fortune 500 company? Can you imagine them climbing a tree, trying to see something? Like, they don't have to do that.
But let's get on this. Before we even got on this, you were talking about our short king. She was talking about how short Zacchaeus was.
Yes.
We can't be hating on our short kings, right? Short kings are going to come back one day.
Yes.
Right? Zacchaeus is letting you know, I'm fit. I'm going to climb this tree.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what he did. And it's crazy because although he was short, he was still able to see, and God still favored him. And like, it's funny now when we go back, because everybody in the audience like, oh yeah, no, I know they ain't gonna choose him. Because we quick to do that. We quick to say, you know what, Pastor so and so, I don't mean no harm, but if I was you, I wouldn't get Sister so and so to lead that, because and then when you turn around, lo and behold, you see Sister Brown, and you be like, I thought I told him that she wouldn't be a good person. See, yeah, that ain't for you to say. That's why you put, yeah, that part. We all guilty.
I was laughing when when we like brought up this whole subject of Fatefully Funny. I was like, this is one that everybody should be able to relate to. You know that look that you give and y'all have amongst each other when both of y'all are somewhere you're not supposed to be? Like
That
either
part.
it's the day you're not supposed to be there, or it's the place you're not supposed to be, and you see and you make eye contact with the other person that you know don't belong there either, and you just give that look like, we just not gonna mention this.
Yeah,
We
that part.
we just not gonna mention it.
That
Mm-hmm.
part.
Mm-hmm.
That part.
Oh
That
yeah.
part.
Oh yeah.
That part. That part. That part. So I mean, again, like I said, God had a sense of humor. And I think that oftentimes as Christians, we should not be so far up here to where we can't laugh, we can't have the sense of humor. Like I said, I mean, I'm a serious person when I have to be, of course, but I like to laugh and have fun. And I remember speaking at a church, and I will admit, when I'm talking sometimes, I mean, I'm just an excited person, period. Like, it doesn't take much to get me excited. And so the more I got into the message, I found myself just like, just, and next thing I knew, I was so excited at the end. Like, I fell off the pulpit. And I'll be honest, I'm for real. I kid you not. I tell you no lie. My mom was there. Like, my mom was there. My husband. I tell you, I promise you, I did not want to get back up, because I knew the good old church folks was going to try to save my feelings. And so
They
I got
were.
up and I looked out, and I saw one lady, because we was doing the altar appeal, and she was, and I was like, hey, I'm fine. Like, I'm fine. It's okay. I had to try to, laugh it off too, because it was funny. And so when the pastor of that church got up, she said, you know what? She said, the whole time she was up here dancing around this pulpit, I was trying to keep my feet like at the back of her so that she wouldn't fall. She said, but I couldn't do it. And so fast forward to this day, every time I see that pastor of that church, she always says, you my speaker that fell off my pulpit. And I was like, but I got a name though. My name's like, for real, it's Yolanda. Like,
Yeah, no, you can't live that down.
I cannot. She will not let that go. It's not like what you said. None of that is. You that person that fell off my pulpit.
But see, it's the recovery, because a good fall deserves a good laugh.
Okay.
If you are okay, like, it is deserving of a good chuckle. But
Yeah.
people are so worried. They're like, oh no. I'm like, no, that was actually fun. We should all be laughing here, because I just fell.
Yeah, I did.
Victoria said, okay, Kurt Franklin.
That,
Oh yeah, this is hilarious. I could only imagine like sitting there, especially if it was at the end of your message. So you're sitting there, you're in it, you're good, and then you fall off the stage. I'm sorry. I would have been the one. I would have been the one that had a big and then try to, stay my composure.
I did. I looked out there, and I did. I saw one person laughing, and I looked at her. I said, it's okay to laugh. I said, laugh. I said, because hey. And everybody's like, are you okay? I said, I promise you, I appreciate you being nice, but I know you want to laugh. I said, and it is, I said, trust me, it won't hurt my feelings. I said, I still come back. It don't hurt my feelings. I said, but I'm still coming back. But every time she sees me, and she always say, you that person that fell. And I'm just like, no, I'm Yolanda.
It's just
So
me. It's
yeah,
just
it's
me.
just
I
me.
won't do it again.
Mhm,
Wanted to wake you up. Are
mhm.
you up?
Yeah.
Yes, I haven't actually fallen, but I do find hilarious when I trip. And
Mhm,
if for any reason, if I am getting up to speak and I am in the process of walking and do something completely
mhm,
silly and goofy, oh, I'm not recovering.
mhm,
I'm the one that is dying laughing.
mhm.
And people can't help
Absolutely.
but laugh because I cannot catch it back. Like, forget
Absolutely.
all composure. I'm
It's live.
dying.
It
It's
is it's
hilarious.
live, and you cannot. It's almost like God, I hope she don't hear this. When you like, we had a person that spoke at our church, and bless her heart, like the microphone and the cordless mic,
Oh,
she got tangled up.
got her back. Oh.
Yeah, she got tangled up, and it was like people was trying to help her, and she had it somehow like it was tangled between her scarf and everything. She was like, just take it off. Just take it off. Can y'all still hear me if I take it off? And I was just like, okay, like, so we show this on YouTube too. So like we need for you to be in the microphone. And I was like, yeah, you don't give her that cordless mic no more because that's just not her thing. She needs the microphone. And everybody, when they come, that's just like, I think it should be a lesson for us when we invite people to speak at our churches. Like, I think we should ask them, what are you most comfortable with? A microphone or a cordless mic, because people was going up trying to fix her scarf in a way, and then she was just like, just take it off. And I was just like, oh, thank bless it. Like we have to like prepare, and sometimes we just take for granted that it'll be all right. But yeah, those funny moments happen
That,
right there.
that's hilarious. My daughter, because I was like, hey, give me some funny moments that you've experienced at church. And it reminded me of what you said there, but it's something that you said before. And she was talking about how, now she's young, she was talking about how old people have all these things to add and to put on. So it could be anything from like knee highs to their hair to like
Yeah, yeah,
bodily parts, like putting it
yeah,
all together.
yeah,
She was like, that's the funniest thing. She says, and they'll walk into a girl's bathroom and just see like all these parts leaning
yeah,
on the bathroom
yeah.
stall that
That's
they
what
have
happens.
to put back together.
That's what happens. That's what happens. That's why I was telling you. Like, I remember one time doing baptism. And we talk about like when you go down in the pool, when you come up, you are refreshed, you are renewed. And so I was like, I'm gonna help you get together to go down in the pool, but I can promise you, I don't know what's gonna come out and what's gonna come up when you come up. And this particular time, I don't know why. I to this day, I don't know why we do the lashes. We do the lashes. We do the extensions for baptism. Like, I get that it's a grand occasion. I get all of that, but save that until after you get out. And so, bless it, when she went down and came back up, there was no lashes. There was all of that was in the water.
He
And when
literally came back a new person.
she really came back a new person for real, it's like she really came back. She really came back a new person. And so it was like there were other people who were going in, of course, after her. And so we're having to gather the lashes, the hair, and I'm just like, baby, next, if there is a next,
You
wait
probably
until
had to get one of those
I was
pool
like, wait.
cleaner nets
And
to
then
get.
it was like at that time, the person that was doing the baptism, they couldn't do it discreetly. Instead of kind of like, passing it, they held it up like that and then passed it over. I was like, come on, y'all, don't do that.
Oh, that's funny. That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Probably not for her, but I could
Yeah.
only imagine sitting in the audience like, what's that?
Mhm. That and falling in that pool when somebody take you down because they realize that it's deep. And
No,
so they be like, hey, it's not just gonna be me. You coming with me. And then,
everybody down. We're all going to be new together.
yes, yes, yes. Absolutely, absolutely. And I know for a fact that there is someone that is sitting in with us tonight, probably sitting back laughing. I know for a fact that you have had a funny moment. Tell us about that moment. What, like, let us know, because I know you've had one, and it's okay because we are in a safe space tonight to just like share those funny moments that we have experienced in church, whether it's somebody catching the spirit, stepping on your foot, and you walking out limping, like just running your stockings. Like, what is it?
Yes. And by safe space, she means we will laugh together
Right,
because we're
right,
laughing. All right,
right.
let's see what we
Absolutely.
have. Somebody says the late but loud worshiper walks in during prayer, greeting everybody. That's me.
You late and loud.
I will come in late, like as people are exiting, and greet them like I'm an
Wow.
Ursha. Like, hey,
Wow.
y'all, how y'all doing? Oh, okay, y'all gonna stay to eat.
Wow. You're not that person.
I try not to do it frequently. However, there have been several occasions in which it's me. I'm the one.
Wow. Wow. Late and loud.
Exactly. Hey, Miss Barbara, go ahead and share with us one of your funny, fatefully funny moments. Victoria said, the baptismal situation, you have to make sure you are ready for the water. It's water.
And
Okay,
your
so
mascara might stay on because it's waterproof. But like everything else, like if it's not tied down, it's coming off. Like it is really coming off. Even there has been the bun thing that's floating in that little donut, baby. Not put that on after the fact. Yeah.
I think there should be like a little cheat sheet of do's and don'ts for baptism so that you know, so you can come ready because most people don't know. So
Oh
then they
wow.
walk in, trying to have full face and their
Mm-mm,
hair and
mm-mm,
it doesn't come out the same way it went in. That's the
mm-mm,
point.
mm-mm. If I'm that person that's calling you, I am going to tell you, like we will give you your robe or your shirt or what have you. Everything else, makeup, all of that, especially if it's MAC, it's expensive. So like
Mhm.
you just spend, I mean, like I don't know what you use to hold that stuff down, but it's expensive. So save your glue, all of that until after you get out the pool, so you don't have to reapply. Just wait until after.
So you will feel seen, Yolanda, because Barbara said someone shouting and slip and falls on the floor. So Miss Yolanda just shared a moment. She was preaching, but same thing, and she slipped and fell on the floor. Deborah says, when the elder did not dip me all the way under and she dipped herself. Listen, and I'm gonna put all the tea out on this one. Look, let me get my cup again because I'm getting all the tea on this one. She was in Africa
Yeah.
being dipped in the Jordan River. And she said, whoa, you didn't dip me all the way.
Oh wow, wow,
Took
wow,
herself under. She said, I'm going back. I need
wow.
another.
Not to have submerged, not to have, not to, don't have me,
Don't
don't
have
have me.
me.
I got to be all the way, fully submerged. Yeah, people
Oh,
do fall out, and
that's
so
right.
they fall and they do look around, and you kind
Yeah.
of like it's embarrassing. I'm telling you, I have had those. I've had the slip, falling, the whole 9 yards.
Yes. Oh, this is a good one. The panic when you're asked to read the scripture without warning, but not even the scripture just without warning. The things that are routine in your church, and then you get a volunteer that doesn't know it, and you send them up there to do it. I had a youth who did that. And he looked around and he asked several adults, why did none of the adults know it either?
Yes, yes, yes,
It's like,
yes.
oh, what are those words? We just say them automatically.
That part. Talking about it's turn to Palm 23. No, this palm, this palm,
We are
because
not
that's
palm
in Palms 23. It says no, it doesn't.
That is hilarious. That is
Mhm,
hilarious. I
mhm.
love that despite, because the history of people of color
Yes,
and finding worship, right?
yes,
It did become comical. It came
Yes,
out of desperation. It came out of wanting to grasp onto
absolutely.
something and continue onto something. And it's
Absolutely.
such like good and bad. So I love that despite of all of that, there are
Hmm.
still these funny moments that like we
Hmm.
may hold on to traditions, but we're gonna die laughing. The lady
Absolutely.
hats that you can't see over their hat, you go like this and they turn that way, you go like this, they turn the other way.
Absolutely. 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 All day long. All day long. I mean, I can probably write a book. I can probably write a book like from the kid and play moments. Like I've never like y'all shouting, but that's kid and play. I recognize that move. So like, yeah.
I love. Have you ever seen a musician that is literally playing instrumental hip hop? And it's like, whoa, that's
Mhm.
not that's not God music.
That part. That
You
part.
know you're not playing. I need you not to
Mhm.
play that song in the church.
Yep. All day long. All I'm telling you, these moments really exist. And when you're, like you said, and when you're caught up in the moment, you don't see them. But then when you get back home, there has been times with my husband, we riding back home, like, you know what? You know that was kid and play, right?
Right.
Like they were doing the kid and play. My husband is good for saying stuff. I don't be paying nobody attention. I be trying to stay focused. I be trying. I say it's no way because they didn't ran all the way to the front.
You cannot play 90s hip hop and not recognize it. Like, excuse me, musician, this is popular. I know
Yeah,
this song. You
yeah.
cannot play anything
No,
from
I'm
when.
talking about doing the kid and play dance, like the foot, like that's like I mean, and I don't tell nobody how to praise God at all because hey, the spirit hit is hit, but you've actually took the time to run down and gather somebody, and y'all, oh okay, hey, hey, have
However
at it,
you feel it. Right. If you feeling it, feel it.
hey,
Barbara
have at it.
said she saw somebody lose their undergarments. So their slips. It's that
And that's
old
me. That
school.
has been me. I look down and I'm like, why is my ankles warm? And it's because my slip is off my ankles. That is me, Barbara. I'm telling you. I kid you not. I kid you not. At church, I had these two little, I had these two little girls. They my little friends, and I was talking to them, and I was just like, wait a minute, what? Why am I? What is going on at my feet? I looked down, and it was my slip. It was my slip, and I actually remember. I think I was talking to their grandmother at the time, and I was like, I don't know what just happened. Why my slip just do that? Like really? It just
It
yeah.
needed some attention.
That part. That
Oh my goodness. Can you believe we just finished talking 30 minutes about
wow.
the funniest things, not just that happen in the Bible, but also that happen in the church? And I think it all comes down to the fact that we serve a God that allows us an opportunity just to be human, to laugh
Absolutely.
at the mistakes we have, to find joy in the moments that could be
Absolutely.
embarrassing, but they're also really funny. And we can
Absolutely.
find joy and connection in that. So I appreciate you having me to join you tonight to just kind of reflect on your 4 weeks of
Mm,
Faithfully Funny series and us bring it all together tonight with just moments of sheer humor of
absolutely.
things that we've seen in the church, in the Bible, and beyond.
Absolutely. Is that's just like God. Won't he make you laugh? They say God will make you laugh, and that's exactly what he does every time. Every time. So thank you for joining us, guys, for our final laugh of our series, Faithfully Funny. We do have some announcements. Tanya has something that she would like to share with you all.
All right, I'll jump in right now. So I am so excited because I work with a nonprofit called Bridge Every Gap. And every year we have an annual women's retreat. Now, don't think your mama's old school women's retreat. Imagine one weekend where everybody else stops needing you, no work, no endless to do list. You no longer have to pour from your empty cup. The
Mm,
She Experience is a 4 day cross generational wellness experience for women and girls. And when I tell you, you
mm,
laugh until you're ready to cry, you have honest conversations, you are challenged to grow, and it is genuine sisterhood. And we do it every single year. This coming year is no different. March 25th through 28th in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. You don't want to miss this
Mm.
opportunity to breathe, to reconnect, and to pour into yourself. Come curious, leave changed.
Mm.
www.bridgeeverygap.com, bridgeeverygap.org, bridgeeverygap.org. Check us out. We'd love for you to join us.
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. Mark your calendars. Sounds very. If you haven't been to the Outer Banks, you're missing a treat. Like it is. I. That is a place that my husband and I definitely vacate quite a bit. It's really nice. It's really
That's
nice.
cool.
Well, if you are in the Columbia area this Sabbath, oh my goodness, you are in for a treat. You are definitely in for a treat. This Sabbath at the McFadden Worship Center, join them as they will have Elder Beverly Kinsey from Greensboro, North Carolina, will be visiting with them. And if you haven't heard her, you are definitely in for a powerful treat on this upcoming Sabbath at the McFadden Worship Center. And for the month of August, join them as they talk about God's blueprint for the whole person of health. Well, you will be with Mr. Johnson, and he was going to give he's actually going to talk to you guys about faith, health, and purpose beginning every Wednesday night in the month of August at 7 p.m. Guys, we thank you for joining us. I thank you for joining me for the entire month of July for the Faithfully Funny series. Because unfortunately, like I said earlier, I laughed too because I was trying to be like Moses. And so until next time, hopefully we'll see you in person. Hopefully I'll make it to your space, McFadden Worship Center in Columbia, South Carolina. But one thing I want you to remember is that holy humor isn't laughing at God. It's delighting in the unexpected ways God works through ordinary people, impossible situations, and surprising moments to accomplish his purpose. Until next time, be well and have a great remainder of your week. See you.
Bye.